Before I go to sleep, I just really wanted to share one of my testimonies. So, Saturday, I was at work. I had literally just got there, hadn't even been at work but like 30 minutes. And it started raining really bad. And I had to do an oil change for this lady's car. So normally I always let the window down. That way, we just make sure the keys or anything don't get locked, or I put the keys in my vest. So I went to check her oil to make sure she had oil on her stick, because if not, we have to write it up, make her sign some type of form showing that there was no oil on the stick at all before we changed it, or either sometimes we can't change it. So as I was pulling up the hood to check the oil, I forgot to let the window down because it was storming, raining, and in my head I was thinking her car gonna get rained inside. So I didn't remember to let the window down because I just remember thinking I don't want her car to get rained on. Well, as I was checking the oil, the wind started blowing really bad, and I see her car door trying to close. So I go run to grab the door, and it closed before I could grab it, and it just immediately locked. And I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I pulled the knob, and her door definitely was locked. The keys were inside the car and my work tablet. And I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I was like, it would be the new girl that this happened to. So I just kept apologizing to that lady. And she was like, hey, shit happens. She was like, I'm not stressing your day. It's cool. She's like, I'm just going to call my parents and see if they have an extra key. Because she was younger than me. She called her parents. They said they did not have a spare key to her car. And then I kept saying, oh my God, what am I going to do? I felt so bad. And I just kept praying. And I'm like, oh my God, now I got to go tell my manager. So I was like, you're going to be so mad at me. And I told him what happened. And he was like, we'll figure it out. And when I tell you, I just kept praying. I'm like, God, please work this out for me. I'm like, please make it to where nobody have to come out of pocket. My job don't have to come out of pocket or anything like that. Or she don't end up saying, I'm going to call somebody and she come out of pocket. Because I felt bad. I knew I didn't have the funds because, I just started at working. So I knew I did not have the funds to call a locksmith or somebody myself. I just kept praying. And this guy come through the line, and he hears what's going on, and he says, I'm a sheriff. I can go get my stuff and I can unlock the car for you. And I just start praising God like, oh my God, I know that ain't nothing but God. He left. He came back with his stuff, and he asked the girl, do you give me permission to do this to your car? She said, oh yes, absolutely. And he got it out. And I just wanted to share that because he blessed me again today with another specific thing that went on. And a lot of times we get stressed, and I know, and I tell everyone, these are the times you have to live by faith and not by sight. But I'm human, and there's times where I let fear overcome what I know God can do, because there's always power in prayer. Like, I believe that fully, and I know that. But at that time, I just panicked. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I know there's a lot of other people that may be going through things, and they're praying, and they may feel like God is not listening. But I promise you, He is listening, because He has really been showing up for me these last few days financially. And I just want you to know, please don't get discouraged. Keep praying. Even if you don't see it right now, God is definitely listening, and He's definitely going to answer your prayers in due time. And you all have a good night. I love y'all. Bye.